All right, what is up, everybody, and welcome. I am the Night Owl, and I am pumped to draft some more Dominaria United for you. So I got to tell you, I've been trying to record a video for you for a little bit now. Well, I got to tell you, team, I have been just getting the snot kicked out of me. I've been truly getting beat up. Um, and here, listen, here's the deal. I'm not opposed to like uploading a draft in which I don't like win it out or whatever. Like that's totally fine. But it's been the kind of thing where it's like I've just been getting like clobbered and like smeared into the earth, and then I don't even have like that much to say about it. It's like, well, I guess my opponent smashes me and kills me. It's been bad. It's been bad. So I'm hoping to actually get a live one here for you. To do so, I mean, I got my owl mug, I got my owl hoodie, full strength, full power. I'm gonna break your scouter. Um, I have coffee instead of tea right now. I mean, I'm serious. Look out, everybody. I'm meaning business right now. So let's get into it. A few lessons I've learned. Defenders is bad unless you have a chaplain. Don't get into it. I thought that I could draft a deck that was like a pile of blight piles and have that be good enough. It was not. It was not. You really, really need a chaplain to make that deck work. In part because all of the defenders are so mana intensive for all of their abilities that you just can't realistically do it. Like they're only moderately oversized, so it's not like they're like insane. Like you know what I think the deck really needs, and you could like draft it more reliably would be like a wall of swords. So like a three. What a wall of swords is like double white and 3/5 flying defender, something like that, where it's like it actually locks down the board really well and in the air. Doesn't have anything like that, so flyers are really bad for it. None of the defenders are that oversized, anyways. Like Blight Pile's the only one that's got 3 power on it, so it's like most of them just block with high toughness, but that's not incredible or anything like that. And then yeah, all the abilities are so mana intensive that you can't actually do everything you need to do. It's like really tough to like, okay, tap your guy with drawbridge and activate my Blight Pile and cast another spell and activate my bulwark. Like it just doesn't really work. So that's one. Another really important thing is that if you're going to have like a very non-aggressive deck, um, it's really important to have good interaction. It's really important to have good interaction because the slower your deck is, the more things you're going into that become like must kills, and it can be really problematic. So I've had a number of like decks that were like looked good on paper, kind of like they were like slow, like domain style or control style decks, but like they just didn't have very good removal, and it's really important to have that. So here I'm thinking I'm going to start with Defiler. I think this is a good enough Ritter first pick, though a 5 mana 4/3 flyer is not like gigantic. This isn't insane or anything. If you do get to follow it up with another blue permanent, it is really good. Um, Geyser and Extinguish the Light are the commons that stick out. I don't think I'd pick any of the uncommons here. I think this is good enough. Like I think it's a better enough blue spell than Geyser that I'm not even actually sure about that, honestly. I think I'm going to start with the Defiler. It could be that Geyser's a better card, actually. Maybe even Extinguish the Light, but we'll start with Defiler Dreams here. What do I like here? So this pack's pretty bad. There's Destroy Evil and Talus Lookout. I think we're just going to start with the Lookout. It looks like they took it uncommon. Destroy Evil, probably a little bit of a better card, but I'd rather follow up my Defiler with another blue permanent and cut all the blue out of this pack. I'm very curious what uncommon's missing. Um, yeah, I think that this is the most reasonable card. Um, it's kind of the best common besides Destroy Evil too, and in fact it's better than all the uncommons. So yeah, it seems fine to me. What do I like here? Bunch of black cards. I'm going to take Tribute to Urborg, I think. There's Shore Up, Academy Wall, but this is a really good removal spell, and there's still a bunch of black in the pack, so maybe black is open. Just like I was talking about, if I'm going to have like a slower, more defensive deck, you really want to have the good interactions, so Tribute's good to pick up early. Definitely better than War Leech, better than the other cards. Just the best card in the pack, I think. And it kind of fits into maybe like a blue-black strategy like I'm looking at. So let's do that. What about this? Extinguish the Light or Tribute? So second Tribute or Extinguish. I honestly don't know. I actually don't know what's better here. I'm almost inclined to think that it's Tribute. I would have said it's Extinguish at the beginning of the format, but Tribute is like it's kind of like Extinguish, but you can cast it for the cheaper side too. And it like gets around like indestructible effects. This gains you life sometimes. I think I'm going to take Tribute. I think it is better than Extinguish the Light by a little bit. By a little bit. There's also Choking Miasma in the pack, but no, we'll go like this. Here, there's Reef. Cyclops isn't that important. I think I'm going to take the Timely. Just another good blue spell. Cycles. Um, if you don't have a bunch of spells payoffs, it's not that amazing. But with double tribute, actually, this lines up really well. Shore Up's also a really good card. I think I'd pick that. Like the two best cards of the pack are kind of these blue cards here. Though guys might in some decks, Furious Bell is fine. Timely's I'm pretty happy to pick that up here. Well, this is concerning. What about Flowstone Infusion? So I don't think I like Turg. I mean, I could go in like the green-black direction and pick a Turg, but I don't think that this card's like that important. It's fine. I mean, it's like kind of like an Academy Wall that slowly will give itself power, and you can gain some life. You can also like sort your draw. Maybe this card's a little bit better than I give it credit for, but I think I want to play my blue cards at this point enough that I don't think I want to go for the Turg. So maybe Flowstone Infusion. Maybe I can like splash the tributes or something like that, and I can like start going in a blue-red direction. There's also Vine Shaper Prodigy, which if I go green-blue, I'd be really happy with that, but I think I'd rather start with the Infusion here. Vidalian Hexcatcher, well, that ain't it. This pack's just bad. There's like nothing here for me. No, I don't think it's good enough. I could take the Rich line. Maybe it's like I end up like a Temur style deck, or maybe even like Domain. Because otherwise it's like Librarian or Meteorite, but I hope to not play the Librarian. This Ridge line doesn't seem like it would make the deck, but I think I'd rather have that in the pocket than the Wooded Ridge line, so I think that's fine. So we got Mana Worker, Sentinel, Negate, Drake. I think I actually kind of want Mana Worker. So it's a pretty decent 2-drop. The reason I want to pick this is like Drake could be good and it'd be like cutting the blue a little bit more. Geismite's really good. But if I do end up in like kind of like say I end up like a Grixis Shell or something like that, this guy will actually like pull a ton of weight. And so it's kind of nice to pick one up now, and I could feel a little more free to pick up things in other colors, and it's like a reasonable card on its own anyways. Yeah, another Mana Worker. There's a Rootwalla, kind of far away from that. I think I'll take Najal. This card isn't insane or anything, but it's decent, and it's like it kind of fits with the game plan right now, because I look like I might be kind of like a Grixis Spells type setup. The Rootwalla is the one I'm missing on here. I could end up Domain, like, and then this Ridgeline would be nice, you know. But I think I'm going to take Najal and go in that direction instead. Kabu, sure. Yeah, so maybe I'm like blue-red splashing the black for the tributes. I could still be just blue-black. Maybe splashing the red. Joyra's not good. So, well. I actually think I will take it. There's a chance that it just ends up making my deck as a 2-3 if I do end up playing blue-red. I'll take Tide Turner here. I don't have a lot of spells, but this can be nice in the intended deck that I'm looking at. So we'll go with this. And it's a blue permanent. Cyclops, sure. Very unlikely to play it. Axe, no thanks. Am I supposed to take Silex? Man, the back half of that pack made me nervous. That's another thing I've been running into a lot is like all my drafts have felt like I go in one direction and then that gets like cut out right from under my feet. Like, look, I basically didn't pick blue cards for this pack for the most part. I think I'm gonna take the Lightning Strike. I'm gonna take the Lightning Strike. I'm pretty far away from Nail. Silex is okay, but it's super slow. I think I'd rather just have the more ubiquitously good Lightning Strike and maybe move into a blue-red spells direction. I could be missing on the Nail. Maybe I'm supposed to be blue-green. I'll take another Lightning Strike. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. I mean, this is turning into kind of a deck. I was a little nervous. But these are two back-to-back really good spells to pick up. Yeah. There's really not much. I mean, there's like Espionage. I could take the Islet, which, again, I'm very outside. I think it's a pretty clear Lightning Strike the way this is looking right now. Geyser, Interference, Amplifier, Kabu. I think I'm going to take Geyser. Geyser's kind of the best. Interference is really good, but I already have one, and Geyser's like kind of irreplaceable in a way. Chick is okay. Like, I think if the Geyser wasn't here, I'd probably take Interference, but it's kind of reassuring seeing like a bunch of reasonable creatures for my deck. But I think Geyser's a solid pickup. Just like I was saying, you really want, it's like tough to have too much interaction, and Geyser's a really good form of that. Okay, so none of these lands actually fix for what I am looking at right now. Oh no, this one does. I could take the Geothermal Bog to try to play the tributes. In fact, I might, because, so Berserker's okay, but in blue-red, it's actually only fine, because it's not like I'm going to have like a ton of creatures to like exert with this. It's a really good card, though. I wonder how much more important it is to pick up the Bog to make sure I can cast the tributes, though, is. pretty important, I think, right? There's also the infusion. I actually don't know. I think that all three of these are reasonable. I'm going to take the bog, though, because I think I really want to play these tributes if I can. So that I'm taking that pretty aggressively, but I just don't want to miss on like having the opportunity to play them because they're kind of my better cards right now. Right, here we got a Rager, a Bellow, a Monstrosity. I don't really like any of it. Rager's the best card. Could splash it. Maybe I'm supposed to be black, red, splash, blue. That doesn't seem right. Monstrosity just doesn't go too super well on a deck like this. Okay, and I got Kabus. I could like play some Furious Bellows. I'm gonna take Rager just in case. And maybe just end up in like a more just like straight up Grixis type shell. I think that's reasonable. All right, so Espionage or Picker. I think I'm gonna take Espionage. Again, more spells is good. It goes good with Nijal. It goes good with Tribute. Picker's decent though, and you really want to have your 2-drop filled out. Yeah, I'm actually gonna take Picker. I think that it's a little bit better. I do want the Espionage, but I think I want to fill out this slot a little bit more first. Yeah, so this seems like Amplifier. Warbird would be good. Outrider would be decent. Impulse is fine. But I think I'm playing blue-red and just splashing a couple of these black cards, at which point Amplifier and then following it up with like whatever is like pretty decent. Yes. Here we have Peaks, Branch Rider, Thrill. Thrill would be good, but I'm going to take the Peaks because it helps splash the white on Geyser. Also, if I pick up, like, I don't know, Keldon Strike Teams or something like that, I think that's a little bit better. I don't like Thrill Possibility that much, even though it's fine. I think I'd rather take the Peaks. This looks like a pretty clear Kabu to me. Decent filler, it's fine. Yeah, and another Amplifier, sure. Another Amplifier. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I really want to lean into the spells now, though. Impede Momentum could actually become a card in this deck. What do we got here? Man, nothing good. I'm not really interested in splashing Bohar. That would be fine. Could be Monstrosity at this point. Cost 8. So if I cast a spell with Amplifier, it becomes 5. It's a really bad pack for me, honestly. Maybe it's Impulse, actually. Impulse goes decently with the 3 Amplifiers and the Urborgs and stuff. Typically, I don't like this card that much, but actually, maybe this is a spot to pick it. Because none of the other stuff is that amazing. I don't need another picker. Spell that replaces itself in this deck? Yeah, okay. Haven't seen like any terrors or anything like that. A 3rd Lightning Strike, let's do it. Yeah, I think that's fine. So I'm going to have a bunch of Lightning Strikes. That's pretty good. I'm probably going to get the Amplifier to come back. I was hoping this pack could be a little bit better. I think here's just Strike Team. Another creature on the ground, and then like followed up with like good tempo effects is like pretty good. I got 1 Sacred Peak, so that's fine. Yeah. Oh, wow, this is a good card. I like the land, but this is an incredible aggro card, so I think I'm going to go with this. So I'm definitely an aggressive version of this deck, which is kind of cool. Maybe I don't play the tributes, though I think I will. There's also Figment, Warbrute, and then the Tributary too, but nah. Really good 2-drops here. Probably won't play the Joyra. Mana Work is probably fine because I do want to cast these 2 tributes. Rager, unlikely, but possible. So Defiler's pretty bad in this deck, actually. Kind of the problem with this card. I wonder if I should have went with something else. Because, I mean, how many blue permanents do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not good. I play the Joyra just for that, I suppose. What do I like here? Kind of want to take the Espionage. I'm wondering if Warbrute's better, though. I don't need more top end really, so it's not Jin. Yeah, I'll take Espionage. I think this is a good spot to pick it up. I think it's a little bit better than Warbrute, though it's close. All right, kind of running out of picks to get good stuff. Here I'll take Thrill. Better than Librarian, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or how many creatures do I have? 16, yeah. And I'm going to cut some of them. But yeah, it's very possible I play this Thrill, because like having instant speed effects and ones that'll like fix my hand a little bit are good. And then it's like good with the tributes as well. Steel Crusher? Do I need another 2-drop? Could take another Impede Momentum. This really is looking like an Impede Momentum deck. I don't think I need another 2-drop. Yeah, I'll take Impede Momentum. I think my deck is looking aggressive enough where this is actually a thing. I don't need Steel Crusher. And a Flowstone Infusion? Yeah, let's do it. Destroy Evil still in the pack. Okay. One Monstrosity probably is better than the Goblin Picker, I would guess. Got a Beachfront or a Negate. I think I'd take Beachfront actually because I have the Strike Team and the Geyser. I do want the Negate though. But no, I think I'm just going to take the White Source. A little bit better. Another Amplifier. Do I play 4 Amplifiers? It seems like a lot, but the way my deck is shaping up, that's actually kind of reasonable. Codex, I guess. It could actually make the deck. Though I'm really aggressive. I doubt I'll play this Rager. It just seems like too much. So my plan is basically just to smash with amplifiers. Let's see. Come on. All right. So we'll go Timely. We'll wait on MP Momentum. Let's see on that. Also on Tide Turner's probably fine. I have so many spells. Espionage, Geyser, Lookout, Defiler. Probably play all the blue creatures, in fact. Both infusions. Play 3 of the amplifiers I put 4 in. A Picker. 3 Lightning Strikes. Firebrand. Both Kavus. Strike Team. What, Najal. Cyclops. Monstrosity. I'm not playing the tributes here. So what does this look like? What do we think of this? Nor am I playing the Mana Worker. Mana Worker seems decent just because I do have a couple of kickers that I want. Is it better than Tide Turner? Maybe. Tide Turner seems kind of weak when I have a bunch of other 2-drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spells in this version. That's not enough. It's not enough. I think I'm going to cut the Monstrosity. This doesn't seem super good in my deck. Like, it's going to cost 5 most of the time. It's like a 5-mana 5/5 a lot of the time. That's not great, right? Yeah, so I don't need that. I also think I might play 24 lands. Or 16 lands is the correct thing to say. I don't want the Joyride, even though it's a blue for Defiler. I just don't think that that's good enough. So if I play the Tributes, I'd have to play, like, what? Bog and a Swamp, and then Mana Worker. Otherwise, I could play, like, Impede Momentums. Is that good enough? That card's not very good. It's not very good. Um, part of me wants to splash the tributes. Part of me feels like they'd be a liability. And I also have to get the mana worker into the deck. I don't know, man. I actually kind of like these. This could be really bad, but with this, I have like a bunch of removal, sort of. And then I can just like push through tons of damage. I have like tons of tempo effects. And then I could play just the peaks and the beachfront. And then I have like a nice aggro version of the deck. I kind of like it. What could be improved? I don't think I want to play the fourth amplifier. Seems like a bit much, doesn't it? Do I want to play the thrill or the impulse? Maybe. What would I cut? Maybe I'm caring about the Defiler of Dreams too much. There's like it's already like basically useless. Kind of regret going down that road, but here we are. What I'm thinking is maybe I could cut Sea Scavenger and Tide Turner for like better 2-drops. I could play like another amplifier and then like Impulse and just accept that this is just a 5-mana 4/3 basically. I mean, because the thing is, like, even if I am playing these two, it's like still kind of close to all this is anyways, right? Yeah, kind of. For 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. How many creatures am I playing in this version? 13. It's pretty low. Pretty low. Maybe I do want to play the tribute version of the deck. We'll go like this. And then if I cut one card, I can just play one Impede, because otherwise it's like it's too much of a liability. Got 11 spells, 13 creatures. Play like this, the Bog, 2 Swamps. Oh, no. And the Mana Worker? Was that good? Tribute does really add to this deck. Yeah, we'll go like this. I think I like this better. Alright, so I had 2 Swamps. And then I have 11 more lands to add. I already have 2 red, and I am mostly red. So if I go like 6 and 5, it only gives me 5 blue sources. If I go 5 and 6, though, that's like 7 and 7. 2 Swamps is too much, maybe. But these tributes are going to hurt if I can't cast them. Two sources plus the Mana Worker doesn't seem very good. This is why I didn't want to do it. If I can cast them, they're like the best cards in my deck, and if I can't, they're just like a huge anchor around my neck. You generally don't want to splash in your more aggressive decks because it's so important to just be able to like unload your resources. Plus I'm playing the Mana Worker. Man. No, I think I'm going to go without it. It just seems like too much of a liability. I'll play the Impede Momentum. What, I'm at 22 cards here. Play the Impulse. And I will play the Tide Turner, I think. It'll help me have big turns where I cast a lot of stuff. And is a blue permanent. Again, not the biggest deal. Pretty tough, huh? Pretty tough. I'm really looking at these. I think I just have to risk it. I think I just have to risk it. This looks so bad. But... And they can be a big problem. But I think I just got to take the risk. All right, this is 25 cards. What didn't I have in the impulse? If I wait around for my splash cards, my amplifiers are bad. Yeah. Nope. Sorry, gang. I know this is probably super boring to watch. I've gone back and forth on this like 9 times, but I just can't get behind doing that. Is Sea Scavenger better than Tide Turner? Yeah, probably, actually. Cool. And then, yeah, and so then what, I add like 7 and 7? Right? Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. It's risky. This is pretty all in. It's pretty all in, but I think it might be kind of good. So let's try it. Okay, round 1. And here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I think I keep it. I'm just gonna have to hope to find a blue soon. But this doesn't look like a mulligan hand. If I find 1 blue, I'm probably in business because of the espionage. I have a creature followed by a removal spell. Najal and then double impede momentum is actually gonna be really sick if that ever happens. Kind of wish I really wish I'd picked up another timely. I'd feel way better about this deck with 1 more timely reinforcements, or not timely reinforcements. Timely intervention or whatever the heck, timely interference. Is that what it is? Oh, perfect. Okay. Simply because it's like a really cheap spell that also cycles. Like that's so nice. I'll just play amplifier. It's fine. They're gonna attack. I don't think I block. Maybe I do. Because they're going to gain life. They top it. Do I block this? I think I do, actually. Well, no, if this is take up the shield, I just get so owned. But what am I going to do next turn? I'm going to like lightning strike the next play, attack. They'll attack me back for some. They're going to keep gaining life. It's pretty bad. No, I think I just block it. And they kind of own me there. All right, that's fine. So yeah, now I'll just go tap land, amplifier again. No reason to wait to kick that. And kill it. Okay, well, I need to battle him. Sure. I'm going to need another blue source, but Najal might be okay. Oh, strike team, sure. A lightning strike. I think I'm going to espionage and risk taking 3 again from the strike team because I think it's just better to make sure I hit my land drop this turn so I can then follow up with Najal soon. And then, wow, I got 3 lightning strikes in my hand. That's insane. I hope it's not another strike team. Okay. What are the chances Najal just dies here? Pretty good, right? Oh, I didn't play the blue. Well, that's that. That's okay. I think that lightning striking the strike team was a good option anyways. Cool. going double black. All right. Well, now I'm kind of choking on mana. Really could have used some non-creature spells. Is a Citizen's Arrest? I hope not. Shore Up would have been really good in this deck too. One Shore Up would have been amazing. Great. Well, that's that. I think I'm probably dead. I have to 2-for-1 myself on this thing to get out of this. Like, that's insane. This is probably the rare that I think has like the biggest grown test in the set. How do I ever win? I shouldn't have played that land. We'll pick her. Do I just like tap this? I don't think so, but I don't think I double lightning strike it either. And maybe I should have. A Vivisector, yeah, alright. So I'm going to lightning strike this first. I'll start attacking with my goblin. Really incredible. The problem is, like, yeah, Impede Momentum won't actually answer this because I'm not presenting any pressure. There's no way I can kill them in time for the Impede Momentum to wear off. Also, I'm drawing a lot of lands for my 16 land deck gang. A lookout. Okay. This is kind of something. So I'll block and then lightning strike. Okay, that's fine. Really hard to see how I win this game, though. Cyclops is going to have to be it. I got to draw threats. Cavalier. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, kind of a good draw, actually. Kind of a good draw. Never mind. Oh, Geyser, huh? So first I'm going to Geyser kick a token, I think. That's not good. So at 14, I could tap this down. No, I might as well tap this. Or no, tap this one. Or not tap, I'm sorry, but prevent from blocking. They can attack back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I'm attacking for 8, and they're incentivized to triple block? Yeah. Do this because then they can't block the Centaur. Or Centaur, Cyclops. If this is a heroic charge, it's kind of bad, but I don't think I win this game by not attacking. If they went Captain's Call Charge, though, I'm going to be disgusted. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow, I am flooding hard. It's really bad. Yeah, so first we'll attack with this. We'll play this. Then I'm going to impede this. Yeah, that's a good draw. For the mountain, I might want it. I could get out of this still. Uh-huh. Opponent's got full domain. I will, in fact, block. Great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I can do it. Artillery blast? Okay. Actually, we'll go mountain. I do want to play that land out because I have the Cyclops, and so I can like start like pinging their stuff or whatever. And now I'm even less afraid of heroic charge because I can like, oh, okay. I think, do I kill one of these? Do I like throw the firebrand at it? Okay. They made the choice for me. I thought I was going to lose that game. That was pretty ugly. Like I drew a ton of lands. I don't even want them in a graveyard. And yeah, I had to like use my lightning strikes pretty inefficiently. I thought the angel was going to kill me too, but we got there. So one weakness of strategies like this is, and you kind of saw it there, is that my creatures, like if my creatures just die, like I basically just die to good removal decks because I need to like keep a threat on the board and then like tempo them with all my spells to actually win the game. And so if they just like instead just kill my guys, it becomes really hard to generate attacks. I think I just got lucky that they didn't draw into much action either. Um, yeah, pretty fortunate. They also use some of their stuff really aggressively. But all right, cool. All right, round two. All right, round two. Round two. Let's see. Good hand. Good hand. Oh, I like it. This is a good hand. Cool. I like this hand because I have a good curve, and also it's not reliant on me then like following it up with spells. I have all my colors. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. I'm just gonna kill it. Probably. Or maybe that was a read. A mystic. Okay. Well, that I accept. I'll just play my dudes out. I don't think I want to play strike team. I can still draw a white source here. It's kind of good to follow up other stuff with that later. On the blue-red mirror. But so far I like my spot a lot more. We'll see if my opponent can get out of it, but the combination of Rada's Firebrand and Flosu and Kavu is pretty good. Very, very, very difficult to block anything I'm doing. So and then when you consider I got removal in my hand too. Hoping to draw like my my Sacred Peaks. Well, that's an acceptable draw. Yeah, so here we go. Attack of both. No spells from them. Kind of tells me that they're going to do something here, right? You strike that one. Interesting. Okay. Wonder what that's about. Seems like Firebrand's the way to go on that, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe they got information I don't. Could use another red source, that's for sure. Both for Kabu and to like do the double spell turns. What might this be? Is it? It's power less than, right? Oh, interesting. Okay. Wow. All right. So yeah, I'll go strike team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll just wait. I'm not really afraid of what they could do on the crackback, especially when I'm holding the lightning strike. So I think I just hang on to it. I think it becomes really hard for them to win this game at this point. Another hammer hand, okay. Yeah, I accept. I just don't think that they could possibly put out enough offense with what they're doing that I just die on the spot here. A shore up. What could make this bad? So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, leaving me at 6. But I can still strike the battling mystic if anything that bad happens. Right? Am I mathing good? Yep, I go to 6. Okay. Seems lethal to me. Okay. They were just going all in. All right. They got kind of nervous. So Hammerhand is generally a kind of a weak card anyways, and you see it's like especially weak in these spells decks because it doesn't actually boost the amplifier at all. Like, it doesn't actually help with like the cards that care about spells, and so you really can't afford to like put this in one of the slots that like you need it to be a spell really. And it's kind of low power anyways. Very aggressive card. Not quite good enough. All right, so 2-0. All right, round three. Round three. The deck's performing okay. Deck's performing okay so far. I think it's got high power. It's just risky. Just kind of a risky deck. I don't like this hand. Well, let me think about that. I do have some early removal. I got my 5 drops. I don't think that's good enough. Oh my gosh. The color situation has been truly horrible. I'm going to bottom the Sea Scavenger just because it's kind of weak. Well, it's that or Impede Momentum. Which of the two is it? Or maybe it's just a mountain, actually. Maybe it's just a mountain, because I got to drop blue anyways. I think I'll need all my resources. Yeah, risky, but I think that this is the best way to go. Oh, another mountain. The color situation has been bad. Fine wall, sure. I had one of my vine walls miss earlier. I wanted to die. It was so bad. It's so bad when it dies, or when it misses. And I've only ever seen it happen once to an opponent. Of all the vine walls I cast. Hoping to get an island here. Sea Scavenger would be nice. I just need to be able to present an offense and then cast all my tempo effects. Perfect. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's fine. I'd rather just get a guy in play. Look at the top 2 cards. One goes on top. What do I actually want here? I think it's Kavu, just in case my stuff starts dying. The Lightning Strike's really good, but I have like a bunch of removal in my hand, actually. Prodigy, sure. You get to do the impulse. That's pretty good, but I have a good follow-up. I get to go Infusion plus Kavu, and then have, again, like I said, more tempo effects in my hand. Mm-hmm. We'll see if they block here. They probably won't. I was hoping to bait them into it, but it didn't quite work that way. The reason I obviously wanted to block with the Vine Wall, so they never get a block on the, what is this? Oh, Geyser, okay. Yeah, so I think we just go Lightning Strike. I'll attack. Play Kavu. And then Momentum actually looks kind of good here. This card is generally bad, but in the specific strategy that I'm doing, I think it's appropriate to play. A Sea Scavenger of your own, okay? Wonder what else you got in your hand. One top, three bottom. A brawler, yeah. 4-3, okay. Well, it's not a good draw. That's good. So we'll go like this. Amplifier. That is actually kind of a good draw. Uh-huh. Sure. This could be like Guy's Might. That'd be annoying. I want to block Amplifier, though. It's going to be my weakest attacker coming up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go like this, right? One. I mean, maybe they got Guy's Might, but so be it. Yeah. It's kind of what I thought. Boy. So they're at 2. I'll get to return a creature to their hand, but it's not really good enough. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of bad. They have to block and trade here. That Guy's Might was really bad, honestly. Timely. Okay. It's fine. Because now I can't actually get through. I think I might lose. Well, I really just got to draw a Lightning Strike at any point, right? Like, have I used one already? I've used one. I bottomed another one. Oh, they got a bite down too. Getting bad, and I am drawing lands. Okay, well. Okay, and it's got Vigilance. Yeah, I might just not get there. That's pretty annoying. Oh no. Well, now I lose. I am flooding out bad in these games too, if I'm being honest. Yeah, just die. Okay. I could have blocked there, but there was no winning from that point. That's kind of an annoying way to lose. All right, round 4. All right, 2-1, round 4. So close to winning on that one. Right on the cusp. Is this a hand? I suppose it is. Oh boy, I really want to be on the play too. We'll keep it. I think it's really important that this deck's on the play, and I haven't been. A Sacred Peaks, sure. Oh, okay. Really could use some non-land cards. Man, opponent's mana has just been incredible as well. I'm sorry guys, I don't mean to get salty. I get so annoyed because I feel like I just like get like really destroyed by like just like lightly splashing my decks, and like people are just like play like whatever they want. It's really wild. I think I have to race. Really bad exchange. one of these impede momentums is going to get pointed at the knight eventually. So that's why I think that I was just fine with like lightning striking the goblin to get the damage in there. What could this be? I don't not attack. Yeah. Play picker. It's fine. And then I think I'll get Najal going, and then like going double MP momentum, if I can do that, is really strong. What's this? Extinguish, and you gain some life. Okay, that's bad. I'm going to cast, well, let's first attack with the picker. Cast Najal. I didn't play the island. That's so bad. I just punted. I can't believe I did that. Uh-huh. That's fine. That's fine. Attack again. Play Najal. I think I can still get out of this. As long if Najal doesn't die here and they just play a blocker, I'll be in good shape. I can't imagine they don't have removal in their hand, though. I mean, they triple pump the knight. It's insane. That was so bad on my part, though. Like, really, really, really bad. I gotta pay attention to stuff like that more. It's hard, you know, I don't mean to make excuses. It's hard when I'm casting the games. Like, it's like my head is just like elsewhere a lot of the time, you know? Boy, I hope this isn't a burn spell that they will have on a follow-up turn. Uh-huh. Oh, that's really good, actually. Yeah, it just seems like an attack to me. I think I can get out of this, but it's going to be tight. Is this Temporal Firestorm? Or Drag to the bottom, maybe? Or took. Well, actually, that's fine. I can get the Goblin back. Oh, that's worse. So here I actually kind of want to land, weirdly enough. That won't do it. But it's not bad, actually. So I think what I'll do is just cast Cyclops, and then pass, and then I'll Infusion probably the Knight. Or actually, no, I don't even need to do that. So, no, but just pass. And then I think I have him dead because I can go momentum, and then either throw with the Cyclops or Infusion on the Cyclops, and it's kind of the same. As long as Cyclops doesn't die here. They have more action. I hope they just cast another creature. If they cast another creature and I can actually I can kill the Knight, then that's great. Splatter Goblin. Yeah. We'll infuse that. As long as this isn't a removal spell. Okay. Could kick Amplifier. That seems bad. We'll go Momentum. Nope. Momentum. Lightning Strike can stay. And then I'm going to throw the Goblin at them, and I don't think that they can do anything. Can they gain life? I don't think so. Okay, cool. Got out of it. I almost threw. I really almost threw that game. I'm glad I didn't. Not only do I hate throwing on camera in front of you guys. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. But we were able to get out of it, so it turned out okay. But I had a decent deck. It was like Jund Spells. Or I'm sorry, not Jund Spells, like Jund Domain. Looks like they kind of flooded too a little bit though. I mean, I don't know what they had in their hand, but they had like what, like 8 land. I guess one of it came from the Goblin. Yeah, good deck though. Despite almost punting, and we got there. So cool. Round 5. Okay, 3-1. 3-1. We got this. We got this. I'm hoping to get 5 wins at least. That is my goal. Is this a hand? Is this a hand? I think it is actually, weirdly enough. Like it's so I have all my colors. I have good removal in case I start getting beat up, and then I have a couple draw steps. So let's see. That's not very good. An amplifier. Yeah. I think I'm just going to cycle this timely to look for action. Yeah. There's an argument to be made for waiting to use that on a turn where I like actually have spells. But nah. Or I'm sorry, where I have amplifiers. But that just seems too conservative. Soaring Drake. Okay. I think this is going to be Geyser. Yeah. Not much offense here, but that's okay. Soaring Drake, sure. What's he got? Haunting Figment. I like that less. Lookout. So I don't want to just jam Scavenger into Drake here because I want more offense. Though I think what I might do is just go, as I might go Lookout and then Infusion Figment on the end of their turn because I want to get more offense going. Yeah, I think this seems reasonable. And I'm just going to pop this off now because I don't want them to have Shore Up or something. A monstrosity, huh? That's big. Yeah. So first it's Espionage. The Strike Team. Yeah, it's actually kind of good. So I think I'll just attack with Lookout. Cast Kavu. And then I have a big Strike Team attack next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I draw an untapped land, I could Strike Team plus kick. I'm not too scared of Monstrosity right now. A Terror, well, that's much worse. Yeah. Do I block that? No. Oh, an Amplifier. So I played Beachfront. I think I'm going to kick Amplifier, bounce Monstrosity, attack with these 2. Or no, I'm sorry, I'm going to kick strike team. Or no. Wait, because then, yeah, next turn I can amplifier, or I can strike team plus lightning strike. If I do that, yeah, that's pretty good. So they take 6, go to 8. Now kick amplifier. Bounce. They can cast that again cheaply, but I'm not too worried about it. Mm-hmm. And the only way I get in any like real danger, I'm not too scared if they actually try to put pressure on me. They could just sit back like this. So if I kick strike team, attack with everything, play the island because then I get another chance at a spell. Kick strike team, attack with everything, and then like lightning strike this, and then so they could block like what they could block 3, 6 of it, and they would still take 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. It seems really tough for them to get out of this. Like that. Okay. And then I think I strike the Drake. I think striking the Drake is better. I think this is lethal. Depending on what spells they have. Nice. Okay, cool. They had a bunch of mana on tap there in 4 different colors, so I was like really pretty scared of what they could have possibly had, but turns out it wasn't good enough. Wasn't good enough. Okay, this deck's actually performing a little bit better than I thought. That was like really good tempo plays. That's kind of what I had envisioned for this deck. The thing is, as you saw, what they were trying to do was just play blockers. This deck is really good against blockers, really bad against removal. So hopefully more of my opponents are just playing slow blocker decks. Cool. All right, round 6. Okay, round 6. I just got my Mastery Orb for my shiny Full Art Defiler here, so that's pretty good. Man, my mana has been terrible. It has been bad. I can't keep this in good conscience. This is much better. I think Impede Momentum is the card that goes. It's just a little too low power. Beach Run, sure. All right, hoping this isn't Flowstone Infusion. It's not. It's great. It's great news. What do you got for me? Up against Red-Green. Sprouting Goblin, sure. It's not good for me. I don't like that. Don't really like my chances, actually. They got Plains. That's even worse. They just play Kabu Pass. Could have played Amplifier, I suppose. Spot seems kind of bad, though. My opponent just has a lot of resources, and it's not like my offense is insane. Well, this is brave. Opponent is incredibly courageous. Well, what could this be? I guess we battle. Maybe they have Temporal Firestorm. Can I really afford to play around it if they do? I don't think so. I think I just gotta play my spells. If they have it, they have it. I die, and like it just has to be okay. Certainly seems like it though. But I don't think I can ever afford to play around it. And when you can't afford to play around something, you just have to pretend like it doesn't exist. Mountain's kind of my best draw here. I really want double red. And if I like say they play a creature, I can go Infusion plus Geyser on my follow-up turn here, assuming I draw a mountain. This is, see, this is what tells me it's got to be Firestorm, right? It's got to be. A Bite Down? A Fury? Oh, interesting. Now what are you going to do? You're going to Bite Down? And then top something. I am perplexed. Monstrosity. I see. I see. Wow, that was a great draw. Um, so yeah, we'll go Geyser. Infusion. Battle. Okay. With all this and then a Cyclops and a Lightning Strike in my hand, I suddenly feel way better. Like, it basically has to be Firestorm now. Prodigy, okay. That's actually a good draw, too. Because now I can go Espionage. And then they're just facing lethal unless they cast a spell. So I'm just going to attack and not Lightning Strike the Prodigy. We'll see what happens. Strength of the Coalition. Every creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Yeah, that doesn't save them. Colossal Growth. Okay. I was like, oh boy. So that's what they were doing. They just had a whole bunch of pumps in their hand. That's what was up. Okay. It really felt like Firestorm to me just because I was like, I can't believe they're attacking into this. Like, you don't really want to use combat tricks defensively. It's really super high risk. I mean, I would have just destroyed him with Lightning Strike on a lot of spots there, I think, if I remember right. If they tried to do that. But nevertheless, like, I think it's like trying to like attack into me on the board I was presenting seems really brave, but they were basically just like a pile of combat tricks. It's pretty interesting. All right, cool. What was that? Is that our 5th win? Is it? Let's take a look. I always forget like right around now. Yeah, 5 wins. Dang. All right. I honestly I didn't think this deck had the chops. All right, cool. Round 7. Here we go. We're 5-1. Pretty pleased with it. Even if I lose out from here, I mean, I'm not going to be thrilled, but I didn't think that this deck was going to get to 5. Yeah? It seems weird to mulligan this, but it also seems like a garbage hand. I don't know. I don't know. Hoping to draw some spells. Let's see. Oh, Sacred Peaks is actually kind of interesting. So they have a Timely Interference. What's this? Okay, interesting. First we battle. Kind of wish that wasn't another tap land, but so it goes. We are amplified. Is this Essence Scatter? We'll see. No? Okay. I really am hoping I go like spell here. Oh, that's actually really good for me. My deck is not trying to win in the card advantage department, so that's really bad. I think I just play it out. There's merit to like maybe saving it for the bounce, but that just seems like not where it's at. Academy Wall. That's actually super fine with me. That's so bad though. Holy cow. I mean, I think I'm okay, but do I Lightning Strike that? I think so. Get out of the way. Yeah. Well, I don't know. They just take 2 here. Maybe I don't actually. I have so much mana. Yeah, no, I don't think I do. The reason I'm not going to is because there are other cards that'll actually trade with my amplifiers. Maybe that was a mistake. If I would have had another spell, it would have been a no-brainer. Another espionage? That's actually super good for me too. Okay. I really, really, really need to draw a spell here, though. Swamp. A lookout. Well, it's like acceptable. Uh-huh. Hoping lookout doesn't get us in scattered here. That'd be bad. Tribute, yeah. It's fine. Don't love my spot. I thought it was going to be okay, and I didn't draw spells. Blight Pile, okay. Shield Wall Sentinel. Oh no. I'm going to die Chaplain. I'm getting sick of this card, I gotta be honest. This is my least favorite part of the format right here. First we will Lightning Strike. Play the Mountain. All attack. Impulse. What do I like? Another Lightning Strike? Because if I strike this, they'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wow! They just folded. Dang! What? I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Hang on. So, yeah. So I could have taken Lightning Strike, striked this. They would have taken 7, 8, 9, 10, gone to 4. They could have played a Naked Chaplain for 1 bird. And I'd still have these on the field, depending on what I draw here. Like, boy, I don't know. I mean, things were good for me, but still, like, I think that was the play. So what I was saying about Chaplain, this is like the best uncommon in the set. And so, okay, wait, huge caveat here, okay? I hate this card. I hate it. It's like nigh oppressive, only because of Shield Wall Sentinel tutoring it up, and which makes it just like, so when you face this deck, it's like they just get to always find their best card, and it just like swings the game. This is kind of the most powerful uncommon. So I guess what I was trying to say is that one thing that I like about this format is that it is not super princely. It is not like about super high powered rares or super high powered uncommons. It is relatively flat as far as power level goes. Yeah, the rares are good. Yes, uncommons are good, but it's not like previous like formats of the past, like Crimson Bow or whatever, where it's like, oh my gosh, like every single one of these cards is so freaking miserable. Like it's like there's like a huge laundry list of rares or uncommons. Then when your opponent plays it, it's like you were having a game of Magic, and suddenly you're not, and like it's just okay. Now this card's just gonna beat me. Great, you know. I was kind of mentioning it at the beginning of the draft, but Archangel that the first player played against me, that's one of the closest like rares that I'm just like, holy crap, you know. And even that one, part of what makes this format less that way is, first of all, the power level just isn't that insane on the cards, and all of the cards require a lot more work. Even that Archangel of Wrath, it requires you to splash 2 different colors to get the most out of it. Well, splash, I mean, you could be playing like, you know, like white, black, or splash the red, but you know what I mean. It requires 3 different colors of mana in order to like really get the maximum effect out of it. Unlike a lot of cards, like in a lot of sets where it's like you just play the card for like whatever the single color cost is, and it still just like steals the game, you know. Very annoying. So moral of that is a lot of the power cards in this set require work. Chaplain is one of them. So you do have to play like all these defenders in order to make it work, and that's good. in the sense that it like really makes you have to like try a lot harder to get the raw power out of these cards. I'm sick of Chaplain though. It really just locks up the board, kind of steals the game. And the only reason that I think it's that bad is because Shield Wall Sentinel just finds it all the time. And so these decks, it's like the highest power uncommon almost has like a card that just searches it up out of your deck every time. So whenever you're playing against this deck, you just always run into their oppressive card. Makes it way worse in my opinion. It's not the Chaplain itself. It's that the second I start playing against defenders, I know that my opponent is going to find and cast their Chaplain, and I just really don't like that. On top of that, the archetype is otherwise like, and so I guess this tempers it a little bit. Otherwise, I think that the archetype is kind of a trap. I really don't like the defenders decks. I don't like Academy Wall. I don't like Shield Wall Sentinel. I don't like cards that can't attack. I don't like cards that like require like a ton of mana to get anything out of them. So defenders I think is bad, except for Chaplain. But then this one card like finds Chaplain. It's interesting texture of the set, but ultimately I don't like it very much, if I'm being honest. Anyway, cool. All right, well, we won that one. On to, gosh, was that 6 wins? On to round 7? 8? Round 8? Something like that. I don't know, what are numbers? All right, see you for the next one. All right, round 8, baby. Let's see it. Let's see it. Football Thup, our boy. Pretty good avatar. I kind of like it. I kind of need a new one. I like Tamiyo, but not like the best. This hand is fine. I'd love to be in the play at some point. That'd be really nice. Oh, well, it got a lot better. As long as Firebrand doesn't just eat it. Oh. With this mana untapped, I'm actually just going to start with Picker. Plus, they don't have like yeah, see, they got something. Yeah, that worked out. What's this? Okay, well, now I just got to do it. I'm going to play the island so I can't accidentally goof my next turn. Pull a classic Night Owl and just screw up what lands I have. Oh, Essence Scatter. Okay, all right. Well, I feel like I'm in trouble. Wrath. All right. Well, I'm not gonna worry about him yet because they're gonna have to play like a creature and then play another spell, and then maybe they'll get a card out of it. They can do that if they want. Maybe they can. Oh, full cast Geyser, sure. You gain 3. Hit me for 1. It's fine. Let's play Lookout again. I'm hoping they don't do that sequence. I'm going to be annoyed. Also, I'm confident that they have Flaring Tears in the deck, but whatever. Well, with no other creature in play, I think I'm just going to bounce Wrath. The reason I'm thinking is like there is a reason to like try to kill him here before they can make that play, but whatever. Is this gonna get Essence Scattered? Good. Oh jeez. That's annoying. And now they have 2 cards. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. They can't actually activate Wrath like this, right? Yeah, we'll just kill him. This could be Shore Up. If it is, it is. If it's Shore Up, then I'm going to Geyser him. Oh, okay. When you draw a bunch of cards, and they're leaving Shore Up mana open, my opponent's, I think, a strong player. That's pretty bad. I like that. Okay. I'll look out of your own. Okay. So I'm gonna infuse this. Leave Geyser for when they like get like a stronger play. Really don't like my spot. Oh, Cyclops. Okay. Well, I'm definitely just going to jam Cyclops. It could get countered here, but I mean, what am I going to do? Can't be protect the negotiators. Yeah, another Ice and Scatter, okay. Really bad spot. Really bad spot. Hopefully their hand is like full of like not much. You can do that. I have a feeling another counter spell is headed my way. Uh-huh. Ooh, what do I actually want? Do I want Najal? I think so. I'll go Najal. This could get countered too. No, okay, alright. That's really good for me. As long as it doesn't die. As long as it doesn't die, I'm okay. Because if I get to like double Geyser next turn, that's insane. Then again, Geyser on Amplifier is like not exactly incredible. There's so many cards in their hand. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to tempo me out. Which they might. Uh-huh. Ooh, an Amplifier of my own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I just cast Najal again. I could Amplifier kick the or pop the token. Doesn't seem right to me though. Yeah, I have 8 mana. Yeah, that just doesn't seem right. Yeah. They're just going off now. Really annoying. So part of the reason I did that is because I can. Wait, I have 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 mana. I can Amplifier, pop Whelp, which is what I think I'm going to do. I could also infuse Amplifier, infuse their Amplifier, play Lookout. Doesn't seem great. No, I think I'll do this. And then I think end of turn I will. Well, depending on how their turn goes, I might. They'll just replay Whelp. Okay, and they didn't have a spell last turn that they cast. We'll see if they attack with everything. Nope. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's how much mana I have. And if I draw another land, I can do both. Okay. So, but I did not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I do kind of want to kick this so that because my life total is low enough. Yeah, we'll go like this. Gain some life. Let's take peeks. Okay. Kill this. We'll see if I actually get an attack in here. They could just kill it. Play peaks. Play scavenger. Now they know what's in my hand, but what am I going to do? Oh, what do I actually like? Probably Strike Team, right? Well, they got a 1/1 token. This could bounce. I'm going to have 9 mana. Nah, we'll do this. Oh, because I can attack with the Lookout next turn, too. No, this will be good. Oh, a Najal of their own. Okay. That's really bad. That's really bad. I don't think I have an option, though. Yeah, so we'll go this first, because I don't know what happens if they kill the Strike Team, so... I think I just attack with Lookout. If they're going to get a Najal attack off, it's very annoying, but... Oh, they don't block. Okay. They do get to do like 1,000,000 damage, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked, but they're at 9? I don't know. I do not like how this game is going. I feel like I've been like an inch away from actually winning it, and it's just like things have just not worked out. An amplifier of their own. What are you gonna amplify? A lookout? Okay. I have 2 cards in hand. Uh-huh. Sure. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Please be a non-land. A figment. Okay. All right. Just keep it in my hand. Really could have used a non-land there. What do I got? I have 2 more lightning strikes in the deck, both of which would be huge. I have to block here for sure. Kavu? Sure. Oh, okay. Any reason to attack? I don't think so. No attacks. All right, as long as they don't Nijal me out of the game here, I think I'm okay. Okay. Kind of a weird sequencing. Unless they have something better. Yeah, I'll just block with Sea Scavenger, I think. Or no, Strike Team. Oh, I see what they did. Okay, okay. That makes sense. All right. Come on, Lightning Strike. Let's go. Let's... Okay. Man, oh man, oh man. I just need a little action. No, I don't think I attack. Because it'll just trade for these 2. Maybe I want to do that, though. I trade for these 2. It does become a lot harder for them to block on a future turn. Because then, like, on a future, if they don't block now, then later they can, like, block 6. Yeah. I'll just take it. I should have pumped that. Uh-huh. I'm going to regret not pumping that, I think. A Warbrute? Okay. Yeah, here we go. All right. We'll go Timely on this. If I attack with everything, they could double block, 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 and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I should have pumped this. That's very bad. I think I might have threw, depending on what my opponent has. Just went a little too fast. Yeah, I die. Oh boy, I wonder what my next card was. I really could have used... Oh boy. Did I throw? Because they would have... Oh shit, I didn't look. Yeah, because if I would have pumped it twice, they would have been at 5 instead, and I think I could have got in with a lethal attack. I think I threw. Though I don't know if they had any. If they had any action in their hand, I didn't. I guess I'm just loading right into the next game. Well, here, I'll do it like this. Yeah, I just got going a little too fast there and didn't pump. Well, I think I might have been able to do it. That's okay. Is this a hand? Yeah, I suppose it is. And they like theirs. The impulse here is going to help. Oh, no. Well, I'm actually just going to strike that. Not my ideal use of that, but... Play beachfront. Still wait to impulse. A goblin? Man, okay. Najal or lightning strike? Najal or lightning strike? I'm going to take Najal. Because I'm about to get there anyways with it, and then if like Defiler dies, then I want to have a follow-up threat, and also if Defiler doesn't die, I'll be able to draw a card. No, an amplifier. Do I play that? Do I just play that out? I'm actually not sure I do. Because there's no reason to... So there's no reason to bounce Goblin, obviously. The thing is I have multiple 5-drops lined up. I actually think what I want to do is just Timely. This seems a little weird. But I kind of want to see if I draw another threat. A Flowstone Infusion, okay. Actually, so now I will play it out. The reason I did that is now because I have an Infusion in my hand. Oh boy, Tori, huh? Okay. I want to actually have threat on the board for if I cast Infusion. Okay. Well, now I think I'm going to kick Amplifier. Yeah, I'm gonna kick Amplifier, bounce Tori. Get in for 1. If I draw a land, then I'll be able to follow up, go like 5-drop plus Infusion on Goblin to attack into Tori, kill Goblin, and get a big attack in. Cyclops. That's not really what I wanted. I think I have to play a 5-drop here. They threaten an attack, but I think that's okay, actually. Do I play Najal? Do I play Cyclops? I think I play Defiler. Well, on a follow-up turn, I could go Najal, double cast, Infusion, and that's pretty good too. I think I just played Defiler, though. Attacks. I could have attacked first, I guess, see what happens. I should have done that. I should have attacked, see what happens if they block, then Infusion, or if they block with Tori. But like, no, because then what they would do is they would just block 1 with the Sprouting Goblin, and then I have to cast a spell. So no, I'm fine with the choice I made. I'd love to see Geyser, I think. Oh, and actually this turn I forgot I could pay the life for Najal and then also cast Infusion and have a big turn. Okay. Boy. Do I block? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm tempted to, but they're probably just going to kill whatever I block, right? Or with whatever I block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go to 8. But they're facing down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus I have Najal. I think I got to trade, though. I think I got to go for it. Yeah, that's fine. Strike team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they put me to 6 with an attack, but I put them to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I put them to 12. Alternatively, I'm just going to go like this. I'm just going to cast Najal. Because I think going double infusion on the next turn would be good. Especially if I draw a land, I can go strike team plus double infusion, forego the tokens. Boy, I really hope I don't lose this. I do think I threw that last game. If they just play a creature, that's pretty good for me. And again, I would love Tolarian Geyser. I would lose my mind. It'd be so good. Yeah, okay. Double Kavu. Yeah, right on. Firebrand. So I can play Firebrand, play Strike Team, attack with these 3. And Firebrand means with power less than Rada, so like can't block. Oh, that's not super good, is it? Could attack with the Najal, pay the mana, infusion. No, infusion isn't good on any of these. Maybe I just attack with the team. Do I double infuse? I could strike. Ah, boy. Yeah, so I think I attack with the squad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But I'm going to kill some amount of it anyway, so. My plan here is to activate this. So we'll go like this. And then what? I could put it on one of these, and any one is going to be good enough to like kill Najal here, which they're going to want to do. If I put it on this, they basically can double block. What if I put it on, and then they get the choice. I think I want Branch Rider dead. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Because I think we're going to end up with a superior board here. Firebrand. And now I have the Firebrand Strike Team combo. And kill it. Okay, Lightning Strike, sure. Another Kavu. And hit me for 3. Impede momentum, huh? So I can impede momentum and just play Strike Team and hit them for 6. Alternatively, I could play Cyclops. I think I like impede momentum plus Strike Team though. Because that hits them for 6, they go to 8. Then they have 1 Kavu remaining. I could play Cyclops. I could just kick the Strike Team, attack with only Strike Team. Seems kind of weak though. Could play Cyclops, let them attack. What if they have a Gaia's Might though? It becomes 1, 2, 3, right? So they could do like Gaia's Might, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then with their 4 red, so it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, if they have a pump, I basically die. Even if they have 1 pump, it's like, so it's like what, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, yeah, I basically can't beat a pump. Nope. Can't beat a pump anyway, so let's go like this. Now I actually don't die to Gaia's Might. I would love Tolarian Geyser. This looks like Gaia's Might. Lightning Strike could also be dope. Oh, Monstrosity? Okay. No attacks. Oh boy, that's so bad. Yeah, just play Cyclops, pass. No attacks. Mountain's not bad. What's this? There's another Branch Rider? Oh, Iconoclast. Oh boy. And it's a Trampler. Do I die? Really could have used a non-land there. So if I go block, I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How do I ever win? Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could block here. Could double block on this. It'll just kill that. All right, I'll take 5. Because if I go block here, I take 5, 6, 7, 8. I go to 1. So I think I got to get this off the table. I think I got to block like this. It's not good. I take 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Basically has to be Geyser. Maybe Lightning Strike is land. Well, all right. Goddamn. Really could not just close it out. It was like right on the cusp of like. I feel like that's was a lot of my losses this draft was like right on the edge of being good enough, and I just couldn't quite get there. Like another one of my Lightning Strikes would have been huge. It's kind of a disappointing loss. Like I said, I think I punted that last game, which is upsetting to say the least. But it's okay. I got 6 wins. I really think I could have done it. It's all right. It's all right. I gotta remember, like, I was like gonna feel good if I got 5 there, right? And I just like got right towards the end. I just felt like I could have did it. That's all right. That's all right. So this. Sorry guys, I'm dying. I almost like can't focus on the pack. I'm just like annoyed with myself for like throwing that game. I could have just punted or pumped my Kavu. Ugh. Then again, I don't know what they had. They could have had a card that prevented that. I don't know. I don't like anything out of this pack. Alice is the best card. I don't like starting with something like this though. Maybe take up the shield. Oh, this is easy Namada. There are multicolored cards that aren't worth it, and there are multicolored cards that are worth it. Namada is one that is absolutely worth it. All the commons are bad. I don't like this card a lot. I was thinking about this card the other day. It looks decent, and it's like fine on some boards. Like, it's good to play when you have a chaplain because you have all the 1/1s that you can pump up. But the reality is, like, this is kind of like an interesting card to like think about your card evaluations because this looks like a really powerful effect, and it is. But like when you actually think it through, so first of all, a 5-mana 4/4 is undersized. Like 5-mana 4/4s on their own, like they're fun, they're good. That's like decently sized, but it's like it is like undersized from what you would expect out of a 5-mana vanilla creature. You either want like a 5/4 or a 4/5 or even a 5/5. Like it's small for a 5-mana creature. It's not bad. It just means the ability has to be good, and the ability is decent. But then you also have to have enough different types of basics so that you get the effect, and then you have to have other creatures on the board enough that it like is warrants getting the effect. And then you have to get an attack in with it, or tap it at least. You have to like untap with it and get an attack. And so all that it is to say is like this effect looks really good, but you actually have to jump through a ton of hoops for this card. And sometimes you even jump through those hoops, and it's like okay, you put like 1/1/1 counter on your 1/1 creature or something like that. You know what I mean? So this card is not as good as it looks. just because it's like you have to do so many different things to get what it's asking you to get out of it. But it's not bad. It's just this is it's interesting to consider. I'll put it that way. All right, what else we got? What else we got? Threats undetected. I don't really like this card. Maybe it's interested in constructed or like commander or something like that. But it's like you get four different creatures and your opponent. It's like a draw two for creatures, but like you just like get like the two worst ones basically. Maybe that's fine. I just don't think it's like anything special. It's like that's a lot of work to like get a divination basically. This card I like. Okay, so I had this card about. You remember I was saying at the beginning of the draft about like the defenders deck that like doesn't really come together, or that didn't really come together without the chaplain. I was playing basically black white, and I picked this card kind of highly, and then got into the defenders, and so it was actually really awkward because like it just like didn't coincide with like what any of my other cards were doing. You can have decks where like this card is really sweet, but it's really color intensive, and it's really actually asks a lot out of you. The 3/3 menace body is actually pretty good for 3 mana, so that part's not bad. But still, it's really color intensive, and it really does actually require a little bit more setup. There is a tokens theme in this set, but it's like small and it's not easy. It's like you have like Captain's Call, you have the Cavalier, or Giving Cavalier, you have Phyrexian Warhorse, and then beyond that, all of your token generators, I think, are like out of the other colors. Like you could also do like Floriferous Vine Wall and maybe like do something with this card, or Keldon Strike Team and do something with this card. But the problem you run into there is this card's super color intensive. You really just want to be playing black white, and so it's kind of hard to like actually make this card work. It's like good in theory on certain boards and certain decks, but I haven't really had a chance to use it because it's so committed both in color and in strategy. It's a good card though when you are doing the thing. Ooh. So this is actually interesting. I don't know. Well, it's not as simple as it happens. I actually don't know if it's Phyrexian Missionary or Knight of Dawn's Light. I think this is at the point that you're black white. I think this card is a little bit better, but Knight of Dawn's Light is maybe the better first pick because you don't have to do anything besides be white for this. So it's close. This is a really excellent two drop, but so is Missionary. I actually don't know what's better. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Because you can't just like it's get the black swords in there, but it's like it's so not free. Like you guys, I mean, you guys see me. I basically like throw up every time my opponents like do anything like with stretch colors. I just didn't like, my eyes were like roll up into the back of my head, and I'm like, of course, you did it, and I just like I'm super salty about it. But it's only because like I know from experience that it's really, really easy to just not get the colors that you need, and like you just end up in a bad spot all the time. And so, um, I don't know which of these is better. Knight's more reliable. I think it's maybe Knight. It's close though. It's close. Interesting pick. Here, I like. Oh, well, it's Defiler Flesh Easy. This is definitely one of the rares that's like worth picking and trying to play. Um, the follow up spell ability is like decent, not insane. You want to be more aggressive rather than less for this, of course. And black isn't like super aggressive in this set. It's actually a little bit more of a control color. There are like cheap creatures, but like all the inexpensive black creatures are just like 2/2s, 2/1s without really good offensive abilities. So it's like it's okay. But if you are in like an aggressive black deck, this is really kind of strong. And you don't have to be in an aggressive black deck. It's like decent enough on its own. Like a 4/4 menace for 4 is like great. Being able to like cast cards for cheaper is pretty good. And then the ability is just like gravy. Beyond that, you could pick Codex, but this isn't like an artifact. Like so, I mean, I've talked about this a little bit before, but like picking an artifact, like part of the upside of like picking a colorless card is that it allows you to like stay really open. And Jodo's Codex is the opposite of that. It is both like you need to like play like multicolor and like defensive multicolor, which I'm kind of saying the same thing. I mean, your multicolor decks tend to be defensive, but this does not like leave you open by any means. It's a domain card. Like you have to go into domain. Destroy Evil might be actually the best pick here. This has been a really reliable removal spell. Actually, it's funny. So I just don't play white decks enough, I don't think, because this is actually a really good removal spell, and I never play it because I'm just never in the right color for it or see it when I am playing white. So Beard's also really good, but I'm not going to start with a red-white card. Here I like Electrostatic Infantry. Again, real interesting pick here, but I think Infantry is enough better than Goblin. Both in that it goes into a better deck. It goes into more decks, better decks, and is not multicolor. Again, a little bit committed with the spells matter, but even just like casting one spell and you're good. And every deck has spells in this set. Like all the spells are really good. Not all of them. You know what I mean? There's like tons of good spells that go in every deck though. It's not like some formats you're like just like a pile of creatures with like 4 spells. You end up with like basically spells in all your decks, especially the red decks. It's hard to imagine a red deck that doesn't have good spells to go along with this. So that's pretty good. And then I think I like it a little bit more than the Goblin. Of the commons, look out. Cool, that's the draft, everybody. Felt kind of up and down about it. You know, it was like I really didn't think my deck was very good, and I was happy to get 6 wins. And then once I was like almost tasting victory at the end, then I got annoyed that I didn't get all the way there. Again, it hurts that I think I punted that one game, and it's like I could have done it right then and there had I like paid closer attention. I just got excited and just I thought that I was so sure that they were going to block that I just hit okay, and and then just didn't think it through. And I think I could have won. So it hurts. It stings. I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, it hurts a little bit. But that's okay. Got 6 wins. Better than I thought I was going to do. And it's certainly better than my previous records. Like I said, I've just been getting beat up. So I guess I'd be like, thank you for like getting to 6, you know? So that's that. So yeah, I appreciate you being here, everybody. I will see you next time.